always get an answer, oh hell yes. So, I want to ask you something. Can I do it today? Your song, Little Wings, go let somebody do it. Oh yeah.
Experiences for me, and I'm really happy about the way things have gone, and I would say that with in anybody's life, there's certain incidents that have happened to you. Some of them appear to be or had negative elements about them. That could be a death, or that extreme, or some kind of separation from family. I'm just coming up with things that can be major in a person's life. But further on down the line, you could say, I wouldn't be here if I had not experienced these things in the past. And that's one of the things that makes life worth living. So, okay, by the way, 10th is this. Yeah. I can play it with one hand, but now, I'd start thinking about harmony. What are the most obvious notes to a chord, right? Basic chord. And the most obvious note is the third. That's that one. And the reason it's obvious is because it tells you whether it's a major chord or a minor chord. It makes sense to anybody who's not a musician?
Yes.
Well, that's like the sad chord, and that's the happy chord. Does that help?
Basic music harmony.
Right.
101.
But if you don't have that note in there, you got it. So that could be any number of things. Now, in jazz, we also play sevenths.
That's right.
Now there's it's called a dominant seventh, and that's called a major seventh, or a basic chord. Major seventh, dominant seventh. Now the dominant seventh goes somewhere, usually, which is all right. Now the major seventh actually is already kind of at home. You know, if you go.
Nice.
So it's home with that seventh. Now if you want. We go there maybe, right? Okay, so dominant seventh leads somewhere, and the major seventh, and this is in very simple terms because there are exceptions. This is not like a rule, but dominant seventh is already like comfortable there. I mean, the major seventh. Okay, so the seventh determines something very important, and so does the third. So what does that leave? That leaves what's called a tonic and the fifth. Those two notes. Now, if you're not playing the third and the seventh, it gives you a whole bunch of other things that you can put on top of that. You do that. Yeah, and if you look at all the different things.
They're all dominant seven.
It just meant that there were a lot more things I could do
Yeah.
if I left out the third and the seventh.
Right.
So I started playing chords like, and other things that left out the third.
Increased harmonic flexibility, freedom, etc., which is what Miles was all about. So anyway.
Exactly.
That's what he meant by don't play
Exactly.
the button
And the other thing that kind of added to that experience with Miles was when I was first, when I started doing movie scores. Doing a movie score is not like making a record. You know, you make a record, it's your record.
I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the ends of the skies. The first time ever I kissed your mouth.
I understand that these little children have a lot of obstacles and things that are pitted against them. And most of it comes from the system that's trying to convict them or enlist them as thugs, as no good. So that's why they keep building prisons for these young black children and brown children. But I believe in changing that narrative, changing that story. Because the inequalities that exist for the underserved communities, black and brown people, it's all our responsibility to change it. No matter what your nationality is, if you're a person of this country, a citizen of this country, a citizen of the world, and a citizen of humanity, as the great Herbie Hancock has once said to me, the citizens of humanity, then we owe it to each other to see equality for black, brown people, Asian people, Native Americans, white people, women, Muslims, Jews. Wherever you come from, equality is the notion, it's the breath that we all must breathe. Yeah, check it. Can't come around, they gon' wanna bring you down. No one knows just what's inside. Doing dope and doing time while they messing with your mind. Black baby. I heard a white man's yes is a black maybe. I was living in this world as a crack baby. Hard for me to pay attention and I act crazy. Gotta get over from the tip, I watch the fat lady sing a song on how we gorillas in warfare and I'm the king is calm. They say we dreaming wrong. Them same strip that the older cats lingered on. Now the Walgreens is gone, hope is killed, fiends are born. We leaning on a wall that ain't stable. Hard to turn on the hood that made you. To leave we afraid to. The same streets that raised you can aid you. With other black birds that's caged too. A rage up in Harlem and the South Side. Brothers are starving with their mouth wide open, floating across state. The workout plan so they can move weight. The fate of the black man, woman, and child. Maybe. Yo. Can't come around, they gon' wanna bring you down. No one knows just what's inside. Doing dope and doing time while they messing with your mind. Black baby.